Hello and welcome to episode 1 of my playthrough of Majesty, the Fantasy Kingdom sim. And we're going to get started by doing the tutorial quest, the bell, the book, and the candle.
Forgive the intrusion, Highness, but we've been robbed! Someone has stolen the magic bell, the holy book, and the eternal candle! Right from under our noses, they were whisked away from the royal treasury by some scoundrel! We must do something to recover them! They are treasures beyond value!
Okay, so we need to find these 3 items, and we have some restrictions. We cannot use any warriors or any wizards. Just a tutorial level. I'm going to pause the video here a moment to show y'all the palace. The palace is our hub. If it is destroyed, it's game over for us. From here we can set bounties, we can build stuff, we can check the status and statistics of our kingdom, and we can see all the heroes we have in our employ. So let's get back to work. This is the blacksmith, very important to upgrade. This as soon as possible to give your heroes the best equipment they can get. And the blacksmith is always one of the first buildings you want to build. The trading post, this is, it generates extra money basically. Every once in a while it'll send a caravan worth of gold to your marketplace. That right there is our peasant, and she is going to go work on that Rangers Guild we just commissioned. You always want to have your blacksmith researching stuff because the better your equipment is, the better your heroes will be. Your peasants are automatically generated henchmen. These include your tax collectors, as well as your red shirt guards. Red shirt guards can't really do that much.
A building has been upgraded.
But they can help stall enemies while your heroes are reporting in. Let's go ahead and drop down a marketplace. That way we can start making money as soon as possible. And our Rangers Guild is just about done.
If our kingdom is to prosper, it needs...
Right, we need to recruit some heroes. So the Rangers Guild will allow us to either move the camp or recruit a ranger. So let's go ahead and get some rangers started. Your guard towers, your guard houses are normally not that great. You want to upgrade them to have arrows as soon as possible. That way they can sort of defend the kingdom a little bit.
Your Highness, we've improved the guard
To unlock more upgrades for your blacksmith, you just have to level up the dungeon, or level up the building. What am I doing here? Oops. That's the inn over that we just passed. That generates a little extra money and allows our heroes to rest when they're far away from home. You saw me upgrade that building down south of the blacksmith. That was the Rogues Guild. The Rogues Guild at level 2 will allow our heroes to poison enemies, which is very helpful, especially for rangers, because they are ranged units. The more heroes you get, the more
a building has been upgraded.
the more stuff you'll be able to upgrade. You need more heroes to upgrade your palace. And
Your Majesty, a new building is complete.
in addition to like normal guild heroes, you can also recruit racial heroes. I'm going to recruit the gnomes this time. Just because they're not really useful, and I would like to use them ahead of time. Rogue guilds also allow you to extort, which gets your tax money sooner,
we've improved the guardhouse.
and allows you to
Your Majesty, a new building is
get your taxes early with a small cut for the Rogues Guild. Now you see that sewer entrance right there? Let's go ahead and put up a guard tower next to it. That way we can have some archers take out monsters as they spawn. But first, let's look at the Ranger, the Rugged Frontiersman. It's a ranged hero. Their common task is exploring. They're really strong units, and they love exploring, so they are less likely to be vulnerable to Vice.
Do better.
Their exploration can get them killed, though, sometimes, obviously. And solo, they are not the hardiest people. But the first thing they want to do is clear off the map, which is extremely helpful. Especially in a quest like this where you are trying to find things. Let's go ahead and build some
The local
gnomes.
blacksmith offers new services.
Where was I? Oh, right, building next to the sewers. This is extremely important because we will... because we want the monsters that spawn from the sewer entrance, which they do spawn, it's just a natural occurrence of having a city, to be dealt with quickly, or at least stalled. Now we just upgraded to the second level of the palace, meaning we can build temples. Temples will allow you to cast some special temple spells, as well as marketplaces. Let me continue on the temples. Temples
Majesty,
have
the local blacksmith
conflicts.
offers
You can't
new
have every
services.
temple with every temple. Certain temples don't like other ones because of dogmatic differences. So you have to decide what temple is best for what time. And in addition to spells, you also get a selection of heroes from every temple. So it bolsters your army as well. Now you saw me there for a moment researching
A new building is complete.
heal potions at the marketplace. Very helpful to give your heroes some longevity. And I'm going to go ahead and build a Temple to Chrome. Temple to Chromes are, they're dubious in their usage. They allow you to have the Rage of Chrome ability, which will empower all of your heroes very highly for a short amount of time. However, Temple Chromes do not agree with any other temple. That's the only temple you can have. And quite frankly, their heroes... Well, I'll get to their heroes. So, you have different types of flags you can set, either explore flags or attack flags. Attack flags are bounties set on monsters or buildings for your heroes to destroy them.
Highness,
Or
we've
explore
improved the
flags,
guardhouse.
which are simply our heroes are going to go explore a place that is unexplored. You use them to help clear the map if you're having trouble. Fucking gnomes. Okay, gnomes. Diminutive workers. They're melee heroes who prefer building over combat. And here's the thing, they are so bad they literally don't count towards your hero count. They're extremely cheap and are basically like upgraded peasants. Look, 3 HP. Furthermore, they're really hard to get rid of because when you build one gnomish building and invite a gnome to join you... Let's get rid of that Medusa real quick. Other gnomish hovels will just kind of spring up automatically. So, and since you can only have one non-human... only one non-human race in your kingdom, that means it's very difficult to get rid of gnomes in favor of, say, dwarves or elves. Let's go ahead and get some barbarians going. Oh yeah, Rage of Chrome. Very useful, but super expensive. I'm not going to be using it this level, so I'll have to demo that another time. Attack flags are good if you have monsters that are wandering around and not being taken care of. Just like a cheap 100 gold bounty, just to make sure your heroes do in fact deal with them. Let's keep spawning some heroes. Hopefully we can get up to Palace level 3. because Palace level 3 opens up some very fun options for us. Let's keep upgrading that blacksmith as well. That's super helpful. You notice I haven't recruited any rogues yet. There's a reason for that, but let's go ahead and grab a few anyway. What am I doing? Oh yeah. From anywhere on the map, you can select the palace GUI by selecting the castle image right there. At the bottom right next to the map. But first, let's look at the barbarians. These are melee heroes. Their usual task, what they prefer to do, is berserking. They have high strength and HP, but they're also stupid and unarmored, meaning they die quickly, and they're prone to having a low will, meaning that they are vulnerable to vice, brothels, gambling, and they also won't upgrade their equipment that quickly, meaning they can really screw themselves over. I don't like barbarians that much. Let's talk about the rogue real quick. Ranged heroes, they love stealing. They have average fighting ability. They're not as good as the ranger or the elf. But they will do any task for any price. They have low loyalty, meaning they'll even fire on your own buildings or steal from your own buildings in their spare time. Where was I? Yes, every hero has a task they like to do, which they gain experience for doing. Healers, their usual task is healing, so they gain extra HP by following heroes around and healing them. Rangers love exploring, so they gain extra HP just by exploring. Barbarians themselves have a kind of synergy with rangers. It's not unusual to see rangers. Oh, that rogue's gonna steal all the treasure in the. Wait, no, he's walking away from it. Never mind. Oh, good. They're attacking without. Oh, never mind. We're gonna have to set a bounty to get them to attack it. The bell, the candle, and the book are in these strongholds. To have your heroes raided, they're just monster spawners, basically. Set a bounty and your heroes will go attack it. Sometimes heroes will do it on their own. Let's talk a little more about the trading post, though. The trading post, the amount of money it generates from its caravans is dependent on its distance from the marketplace. This basically means that you benefit more from having a trading post that is further away from the marketplace, because you generate a lot more money that way. What are heroes doing? Oh right, barbarians and rangers. Barbarians and rangers, they will join up sometimes to form little raiding parties. If you have healers, they'll follow warriors around and heal them, and it works out really well. You can use the temple spells either to heal your heroes or enrage them in the case of Chrome. Oh, look at all this stuff. We're actually doing pretty good here. About gnomes, I highly recommend, unless you really need builders, like all your crap is getting destroyed, I would recommend against gnomes. Don't get me wrong, they are great builders, but the other races are generally better at their jobs. They're better at fighting, except elves, but I'll talk about them when we get to them.
The local blacksmith offers new services. Your Majesty, a new building
Our blacksmith is just about finished upgrading, so we're gonna have a good time. Something else about inns and trading posts. Inns will allow them to rest. Trading posts, if you've already researched them, will also sell healing potions, meaning your heroes can just kind of get prepared even while they're on the road. I mean, they can't blacksmith, obviously, but they will get some...
Majesty,
Why are you guys
your
just
trading
letting that
post
Medusa
now
run
offers
free?
healing potions.
Oh, you notice how when I click on a building, they have like a little circle next to them that's blue? Make sure it's blue,
Your
otherwise
Majesty, a new building
it
is
won't be
complete.
on your peasant's repair route, and they won't try to fix it. Gnomes, even when things are under threat, will prefer to repair a building rather than attack it, rather than attack the source of the monster, which means it can be helpful at times, especially in siege situations. But generally, I don't like them that much. But they have their uses. They're better than elves. Oh, that barbarian's gonna die. I have nothing really that would be good against a magic hero.
Tax collector.
Your tax collectors go from building to building, collecting taxes. You want to keep them protected because they need to bring that gold back to the palace and make some money for you. Let's take a look at houses, though. Houses appear as you gain more heroes. All they do is generate money. It's kind of important to protect them because they do generate a little bit of gold, which is necessary for the lifeblood of your kingdom. That's your only real resource you have to worry about. Sewer entrances are also tied to the amount of houses, and so indirectly the amount of heroes you have. Just the costs of life. You can click on a monster to see their stats. You can also click on your heroes to see what their equipment is, what items they're using, their stats from your roster. You can check your heroes. You can even check your henchmen if you want to. And this one rogue is just trying to chip away at that ruined keep. And he's going to be joined by another rogue, though. Okay, things that crawl from the sewers generally make a beeline right for your marketplace. So it's important to keep guards posted here. What's going on here? Oh, there's a hunting party. See, we had a barbarian and 2 rangers fighting. I'm gonna admit, I love rangers. As far as ranged units go, they're my favorite.
Sovereign,
And see how
your
effective that
marketplace
poison
now
was?
serves you
It
better.
really pays for itself. Shoot. Okay, so obviously the guilds can be destroyed, right? This can result in your heroes who live there being homeless. If your heroes end up homeless, then they will go to the palace.
Sovereign,
If a new building has not been
upgraded.
given to them for them to live in, they will go to the palace and leave your employ. So even if they are, loyal heroes, they will leave if they are homeless. So it's important to build up another guild or something if you end up needing to save a hero. Now, you saw how every guild has, or any building really, that generates heroes has a limited amount of hero slots. You can actually recruit more than the limit of heroes by building more guilds, or whatever, or temples, or whatever. However, every time you do that, the cost of the building increases. So, for some classes, it is worth it. Like, the warriors guilds are really good. They're really tough buildings. I like to keep them near any outposts I build.
Majesty, a local blacksmith offers new services. Here comes trouble.
Oh, it looks like we're just about done. Our heroes and that barbarian's gonna die. Oh yeah, berserking. Heroes when they're berserking will fight with wanton abandon, um, right up to their death. Normally when a hero
We
loses,
are
oh, very good,
victorious,
they
Your
got that
Majesty.
one. Oh, never mind.
The bell, book, and candle are back in their rightful place. We also found the thief who stole them from the castle, a rogue identified as Cherrick of Keldern. Unfortunately, he escaped while being returned to the castle, with a 15,000 gold piece reward on his head. I'm sure he'll think long and hard before returning to our kingdom.
Right, so if they continue berserking, they will fight until their death or until they're finished berserking, at which point they will probably run away if their health is too low. Anyways, we have beat our first mission, and we did pretty well. So, yeah, it's all about working with the AI to bribe your heroes into doing what you want them to do. So, thank you very much for watching, and have a good day.